We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will come out first. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at... yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Here's the handoff. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. They'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it go. Got him in the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves it with 3rd and 9.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They're lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Slithers into space. Oh, what a move. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back has it. Now they'll run it on the toss. Pass the first down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the read. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got... He's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Phillips. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wilson to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quickly complete. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark. 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wilson will throw. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now his quarterback is faced with a critical 3rd down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now turning it on. Got him up for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Let's go.
Snap to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
Here we go.
Back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Green. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready. screen there, and they create a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the tight end. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pulls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He's got it on the outside. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. To the air on 1st down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's going to take off. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on third down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Big fella moving. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Direct snap. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Pressure coming. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of... He found good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. Snap from the back. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's open on the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vasquez. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
They'll try the run. Runs for the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
The give to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Touchdown, Horned Frog! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wilson will throw. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. To get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wilson to pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing. Of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 18 over South Carolina. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls.
This is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Wilson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page with the ball.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Ocean from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hits him with a stiff arm. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
First down for the offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball...
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, TCU.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out